Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today's show will start on a somber note because I received last night some very bad news that I need to pass along. Our good friend, hiker Dan, passed away of cancer on September 5th. Now, those of you who have been following the channel know, or if you're new to the channel, I'll just quickly explain, that in the 3 years since I started this channel, I have developed a few very lasting friendships. And I think Dan's was one of those friendships, very much so. He and his wife Marianne are wonderful people, very faithful, and very, very big fans of No Redemption Outdoors. They loved the 3-minute grab bag giveaway, and he would get so frustrated because he couldn't win, no matter how many times he would enter. And I remember a few months back, you may recall, we made Dan an honorary winner one week, just because I felt bad that he hadn't won. And then sure enough, a couple weeks later, his name was drawn out of the bag. It just made me chuckle. But ladies and gentlemen, it was shortly thereafter that Dan called me to let me know he had received a diagnosis of stage 4 cancer, metastasized cancer. You know, it was during that call that he expressed to me how much this channel meant to him. And you know, it inspired him to get back into bass fishing. Of course, he loved hiking, obviously, his name was Hiker Dan. But his other passion was bass fishing, and he was sharing with me how, you know, he got back into it because of my channel, and then next thing you know, he's buying all kinds of baits, and his garage is full, kind of like my wall here. And then he sent me some pictures of his boat. He was so very proud of his boat. And I sent him some stickers that he could put on there. And then he got this news. And I could tell he was very scared. Who wouldn't be? And what words can you say in that moment when you learn that your friend is dying? There weren't any words. And I'll be honest, I don't think he was calling for me to give him words of encouragement. I think he called me that day because he wanted somebody to hear his words. Well, I spoke to him a few times over the course of his treatment, and you could tell he wasn't winning the battle. And my last conversation with him, I'll be honest, I feel like he had given up at that point. So, you know, in the weeks that followed, and when I couldn't reach him, I just had this feeling in the pit of my stomach. I just knew. I wish I'd have tried harder to reach him. I would have liked one more chance to talk to him. Dan, I didn't inspire you. You inspire me. Anyway, I just needed to pass that news along. I know many of you have been following, and I know many of you have been sending out your prayers. I would ask you now to send your thoughts and prayers to his wife, Marianne. I know it's been over a month now, and I cannot imagine what her world must feel like right now. All right, well, rest in peace, Dan. May your trails be free of any obstacles. May your live well be filled with monster bass. Keep your lines tight, my friend. Rest in peace. Stay tuned, folks. We're going to start the 3-minute grab bag giveaway right after the intro. Heidi ho, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to No Redemption Outdoors. Thank you for joining us here in the cave this morning for the 3-minute grab bag giveaway. You know what it is. Tell him, Cooper. As usual, Cooper is faithfully at his post, but as usual, Cooper is faithfully sleeping. So I'm going to help him out. This is the day we've all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. And I have to ask your forgiveness in advance because today's show will probably be a little low-key. It won't be as upbeat as usual. I'm sure you can understand. And, you know, besides thinking about Dan, I'm also thinking about all of those folks who were impacted by Hurricane Ian. And I'm seeing the images on the news, and I'm hearing from some of the folks we know down in Florida. And, oh, my goodness. So, again, my thoughts and prayers are with all you folks out there. And, yeah. Well, folks, let's go ahead and get started. We've got some prizes to give away. First things first, let me remind everybody of this week's prizes. These are last week's featured baits. From the basket of plastic, we have this from Producto. These are some flukes. And then from the grab bag, we have this Max Lure Crank X. You look at it there. And in just a minute, we're going to find out our winners are. You could be one of those winners. But before we do that, we've got to pick this week's featured baits. So if you're new to the channel, first of all, thank you for joining us. Second, I put on this leather glove each and every Saturday morning. I reach into this giant duffel bag, chock full of premium hard baits, and reach and grab one out at random, and then we give it away, and it's super easy to win. Let me go ahead and choose this week's featured bait. Oh, from Castaic, we have this Castaic Frog. Let me give you a look at it there. I'll give you a look there. And if you would like to win this, ladies and gentlemen, it's super easy. All you got to do is subscribe. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and the notification bell while you're at it. Then drop down below and comment. And you can comment more than once, but please make your comments relevant. And then come back Saturday morning and see if you're one of our big winners. It's just that easy. All right, folks, so let me set this up here. And because we don't have just one winner, we have two. I'm going to get this bag out of the way, and I'm going to bring up the basket of plastic. And just like the name implies, it is a giant wicker basket, chock full of premium soft plastic baits. Let me go ahead and grab one out. Oh, from Zoom, we have some 6-inch lizards. All right, give you a look at it there. And like before, if you would like to win these, all you have to do is subscribe, comment, and then come back Saturday and see if you're one of the big winners. Just that easy, folks. All right, well, it is now time to find out who this week's winners are. So let me get this out of the way and let me get our prizes. Bring them over. And I will grab my laptop and bring you along as always. All right, first thing we have to do is grab the URL from last week's episode number 95, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to bring it on over to the picker, and I'm going to plug it in, like so. Let me scroll down here. As you can see, I've set my filters to allow for multiple comments and to exclude myself and Junior. Let's see how many we have. I got to do this math problem here. And 77, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. That's great. Well, let me go ahead and position the cursor. And we're going to count her down, folks. Cooper, what do you think? Which one should we do first? He always puts so much input into it. We're going to go ahead and do the Max Lure Crank X first. So let's go ahead and count her down, ladies and gentlemen. 3, 2, 1. And our winner is Neilbone Fishing. Neilbone Fishing, that's awesome, buddy. And your comment, yeah, that hurricane definitely did some damage. I feel for many people in bad positions right now. Well, indeed. Neil Bone, just send me an email at noredemptionoutdoors@gmail.com. We'll do a little back and forth identity validation. We'll get your prize right out, and that's awesome. That is awesome. So that's how easy it is to win, folks. All right. Now it's time to find out who our winner is of these productos. So again, I will go back over, grab the URL, bear with me, and I'll bring it over to the second picker, plug it in. Let me scroll down here. As you can see, I've set my filters again, and let's verify our numbers. Let me do the math problem. Should have a 77. Right on the money, folks. So let me go ahead and position the cursor like so. Oh my. All right. Time to count her down. 3, 2, 1. And our winner is Tackle Box Mike. Tackle Box Mike, congratulations, my friend. Good morning, everyone. Have a wonderful week. Well, right back at you, Mike. You know what to do. Drop me an email and we'll get your prize right out to you. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how easy it is to win. That's how it works. All right, well, we're coming up on that 100th episode very soon, and we've got some amazing things for you, folks. So I'm going to start dropping some videos. I have a few mid-week videos planned over the next few weeks. We have a big reveal. This is going to be spectacular. Trust me when I tell you that. So for sure. Also, I want to ask you, all of you out there, if you would begin sharing this video. That, I'm told, would be a big help to get the numbers up. And so I know that you can share on Facebook in different ways you can share. And I would encourage you to do that. If we can get our numbers up more, we can get some bigger and better prizes. So if you're so inclined, I very much would appreciate that. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and wrap her up for this Saturday. Again, thank you so much for joining us. We will, before I go, make sure you check us out on Instagram and Facebook. And with that, we will see you next Saturday. Have a great week. Thank you for joining us. And until we meet again, ladies and gentlemen, take care.